Hello and welcome to the American It's Crashing, for we have most definitely not had a successful transition from Alan Wake to Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which also means that I'm gonna be crashing my computer again after I finish playing it for today. Let me see, could I get a bit more of my camera? Yep, that's good. My chair is merging in with my body. Yeah, it runs fine. It's just it crashes upon shutdown. Obviously on normal. Why would I play on Nightmare? It doesn't even want you to get an easy mode. It's just like normal Nightmare. Written by Alan Wake.
Before he was a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness.
So how would this work if this was ancient times then? Would he have the Sword of Light?
Only as Mr. Scratch.
Torch and sword?
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
I like how Alan Wake in this one resembles more the actor for Alan Wake than he does the actual character.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Ah, that's the place to fight your battles, inside the... Yeah, I know how to play the game. Inside the very weird TV show where a man birthed some bugs and another one committed a quantum suicide. Yes, that's precisely the place that you would want to fight your demons in. Hi, furniture. It seems that unboosted light this time around doesn't even, like, reduce stuff. Thought that that branch was another weapons, no dice. Yeah, my flashlight is not powerful enough
It's gonna be like that again.
to damage him without boosting. Maybe I could get a better flashlight. So I gotta say that my battery recharge is a lot better.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Ah, back to manuscripts.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Ooh. Oh, that's a very fancy page animation, that's for sure. That kind of looked like a person to me.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Thanks! Mark it on my... Yep, thank you. It's like, mark it on my map, and then the game did. This just two ways to out the same... Yeah, I believe there is.
Far within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Okay. The game is like, fucking run!
I can't stay here now.
Oh, instant explosions with these ones this time around. Fair enough. My map has some question marks on it. That's something that's quite unexpected. Yep. Light heals ya. We know, for we have played the first one. What? Okay. So we can unlock crates by finding manuscript pages. That's interesting. I will go on the game where the game wants me to go after everything around me stops flashing as items that I can pick up.
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good.
Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets. That's more like it.
Hello, it's me! Quite literally. What's a question mark that just... Yeah.
I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet.
Is it? I like his shirt. Oh, it's like spasming.
Why this is happening? Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us?
I'm not a psycho.
Be the center of attention. This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, made some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks.
Yay! I get to see the corpse.
So quiet.
Ah. I hope he doesn't literally have my body. Now that would be really bad. I see several manuscript pages around me. Several. Three out of 53? I collected a page. I don't think that was a button. Okay, 10 for that one. 3 for the one at the start of the endo. Checkpoint again.
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth.
Believe that you can fly.
The clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this, but I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
Oh, so now we're expecting memory loss? Are we gonna write a memory loss for ourselves? Ooh.
I guess it's about time I went full auto.
Well, auto sounds cool, man, but if we now know that the question marks on the map are pages. Then I do remember. Tiny question mark this. Yeah, there we go. See, right there. Moment I turn the other way, question marks appear on the map. Another page here. I like how I'm not actually progressing the game, I'm just running around collecting some pages. I should just go and actually, like, get the story moving, but currently it's quite calm. Because it's, like, directly after the tutorial, or we might still even be in the tutorial, because the game's trying to explain me what's what. And that's locked. Not seeing any other question marks on the map, so let's hope that that's it. Ah, more firepower.
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
Nope, nothing else on the map over here. There is that weird weapons cache underneath the bridge. For 10 pages. Wonder if I'm actually consuming the pages. Yeah, it gives you a lot of firepower, which doesn't actually make you feel more secure and makes you feel less secure. For you're like, why will I need this?
Whoa!
Okay, so everything is locked that way. I can sense the presence of a page, apparently. That mean that it's underneath? No, then where is it? Maybe it is inside the room.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time. You know how it is. Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. They're some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, two of the original Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you guys here.
Oh, hey, great to be here, Eddie.
Yeah, hey. Hello! Now, boys, let me just come around and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the stone...
I wonder, does that mean that Barry actually went on and became their manager in real life? Or whether we're still talking about the Dream Barry?
Now, your last album was 1970.
My shirt's sticking through my arm. It's very annoying.
You stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? And they went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old Gods single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
Depends if it's the real Barry or not. See, what's bizarre is that if you look inside that room, you will not only see a page, you will see a door. And if you walk around that building, that door is no longer there. Oh! I think this place restocked. Just jump through the window, man. Are you real?
Hey, it's you.
Oh, you're obviously not if I exist here.
There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, What's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
Just shine a light on them.
I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
Well, thank you. That's a nail gun. I suppose.
Beacon of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
Well, that's interesting. So now we're gonna be trying to remake our own pages? Question mark? Should probably actually listen to them then.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him, and I believe I can stop him.
Okay, good to know.
Strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that.
Oh,
Then
no.
I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
Spiders!
Wheel derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
Oh, suppose we're gonna be firing the satellite down? That's interesting. Okay. Safe havens. Objectives and stuff. Suppose I'm full on flares.
That's one put down.
Anyone else? Outside of a page, like, directly in front of my nose. Nope. Only a page, like, directly in front of my nose. Understand that I could have gotten a car, but currently I have very little idea of how big this game world is.
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of horror.
These fuckers can divide now, that's interesting. That's pretty new as well.
That was just messed up.
I agree. Nice that now we know that that can happen, though.
That's 2. Just 1 more to go.
Some machine gun ammo. Not the same as the semi-automatic that I have right now, is it? I will use the save point because why not? I find it quite interesting that with this one now you can just checkpoint as much as you want.
Wait. Wait. Whoa! That's everything.
The man has found a battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
There we go. Talk about with her about recharging the battery. How many pages do we have? Probably not enough. No, not enough.
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people, and I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
Oh, you were going pretty damn insane before.
Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into two when they encounter strong light. It leaves the two halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
Mr. Scratch. Even the name of his is scratched from the existence.
I need this battery charged.
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Yeah, it's nice not having any memory, just some pages. It really annoys me that I can't get to that one. I need the healing light, thank you. It's absolutely everything around here locked. I think it is. That's an empty pool. The way that it's parked almost makes me think that maybe we could climb up there. No! Wonder will later the doors open or nah? Yep, I know. We just take some ammo. Got enough now. I feel like moving down here was better than climbing back up. Dodge that. Didn't realize that one of them came up from behind. Now they're dead for the time being.
Time to make some serious changes.
The oil was flowing, the battery was attached, the lights were blinking, the CD was playing in the boombox. Need to make the oil flow. Oh, the battery was attached where? Here? Ah, yes, here. Woo! Well, that one kabang! That doesn't sound good. Ah. Anyone else? No? Yes, maybe.
Yeah, I think I noticed. That's the last one. We're good.
Ooh, cool. Now I got ammo again. Hello.
What the hell was that?
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Okay, time to inspect the rooms. I don't think that she gave us the keys to the rooms. No, unfortunately not. Gave us the keys to the diner, didn't she? Every single time my cat coughs, I can hear plates moving, which is getting me quite concerned. I think you stopped coughing now.
A poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Shit!
Gah! There we go. I just fail every single time when I try to dodge anything. I'm surprised it's all that we saw so far as manuscripts, because we had video games, we had coffee, we had alarm clocks.
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms. Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
It's more like we're involved with everything. For we wrote things into existence. Mount Redtooth Observatory. Nice hint as to where to go though. Outside of, you know, directly to the motel. Where I remember that goddamn page that I wanted to pick up for so long now.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious. Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
Don't worry, I'll write you back into the existence whenever I can. One more of you. There we go. One always tries to circle around. Nothing too unusual here outside of more locked doors. Surely we have keys to all of them.
Damn it! Why didn't you listen?
Excellent question, that. Another manuscript page. Where the hell does this door go? Probably their toilet, honestly. That was so confusing, seeing that door from the outside.
Damn.
Michael Farabee. Dead. Tortured. Dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now.
Who's telling my story? Because that's not my voice, and I doubt that that's Scratch's voice.
The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the Champion of Light forges on to see the stars.
Ooh! You're telling me that I'll get comfortably teleported to the next place?
An observatory. A place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the Champion of Light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
Or maybe he's a weapon himself.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
Ooh, what a cliffhanger. Oh! Was that about the TV scene that we have already seen? Nice dark presence and all, but I am sensing a page.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
You didn't look very, very rich the last time I saw you in the game. Maybe that was a good thing, actually. You know, maybe if you earned all that money, you wouldn't want to be going around telling people that you earned all that money. Anything else around here? Apparently a light. In the first game, the battery seemed so important, and in this one, it's just... you recharge pretty well. Shotgun ammo! Can't carry anymore!
I've carried a flashlight and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them. The darkness protects the taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left.
Aw, sorry, Alan. Not a very nice way to feel, is it? Okay, so that's the path to the observatory. What about this round path over here? Always explore everything. It artificially extends games and makes people hate you. No, joking. Like, really don't. I always explore everything because it's fun to see new things. Like, this path around also had a thing. Oh my god, there was a... Oh, it's okay, it's okay. That was a message on a different Discord. I kind of thought that I forgot to let my husband in again. No, can't carry any more flare. Okay. Can't carry that many flares this time around.
Flares aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect. A part of the Dark Place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous. But at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away.
Okay, so see spider, shoot spider, or flashlight spider. Got it. More Pagey. Pagey! Any more Pagey? How many do I need? 40! Jesus.
The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up.
Ah. At least you're remembering your wife fondly.
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
Hi, May! I have memory loss, quite severe one as well. Wondering if it was my husband, would he choose to remember me positively? I kinda hope.
Go away.
No.
It isn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please.
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
He just looks like me. Ammo is probably outside. It's not in the girls' bathroom, is it?
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice. Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here. I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
Live together in the same brain? Just finish the sentence. Ignore him. Why are you protecting your fist? You're gonna just go out and punch somebody?
Never mind.
I like the observatory map. There was a lot of screaming in there.
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done.
Whoop whoop.
Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
It's okay. I'll go and get your camera, lady. At least we know that Alan isn't normally that. Imagine living your whole life being that.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement. Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Be very careful. We want that part. You can die if you want. Long as you get that part to me. Oh my. This light went away now. It's okay though, because they gave me a machine gun. It's very surprising. Where is Ricardo? That's the real question. Somewhere that way, but I can't tell if it's up or if it's down. So I'm climbing all the way down first.
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scrooge. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh. A serial killer. My dark half. Brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
Yeah, at least now you have a twin brother. That must be quite a unique experience. Quite interesting how in this reality you'll be completely fine unless you walk outside in the dark. Lady, where did you park your car? Ah, like over there. Okay, so I went down too far off the cliff.
This must be her car.
Ah yes, the spiders. They take longer to get rid of than birds. Not too sure I like that. It's quite interesting how in the observatory there's like emergency.
The telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
Oh, that's nice.
Hop on.
Well, I was gonna say, it's quite interesting how even in the observatory there's like emergency ammo.
Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order.
Were you just gonna wait till the morning otherwise?
We're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
I mean, that's probably sensible.
I have to shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
Oh no.
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well...
I got it!
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
I got it.
Just remember, release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
My save point went away. Whoop! Well, that has checkpointed me, so I am gonna stop here for today, folks, and I'm gonna go and make some dinner. Thank you for watching, and we're gonna come back the next time, which is gonna be tomorrow. Hopefully for a far longer amount of time than what we were live here for today, but thank you for joining me nonetheless.